Greetings everyone, Rackender here, welcome back to the channel. Today bringing you another Legends of Runeterra video, and today we are breaking free from our Callista obsession. We are no longer chained down by her shackles and bonded to her. We can now break free and embrace our inner monk. I hope you've been practicing your Bruce Lee kicks and all of that, because we are about to kick our opponent apart. The spirit of the dragon gives us the strength that we need to obliterate our opponents and kick them to pieces. So today we are playing none other than Lee Sin, as the dragon metaphor is there. Lee Sin is a champion that levels up when you cast 7+ spells. He's a really fun champion. I love this card a lot. He's definitely one of my favorite champions and one of the most interestingly designed champions, which is probably why he's up there as one of my favorites. Basically, whenever you cast a spell with him on the board, you give he gains Challenger, and then if you cast another one, he gains Barrier. So this is a pretty nice way to, challenge your opponent and pick apart their board. But the main reason that we play Lee Sin is when he levels up, he now Dragon's Rage enemies that he challenge. So what is Dragon's Rage? Dragon's Rage is the spell and skill that Lee Sin, that is tied to Lee Sin. If you have multiple Lee Sins, this will produce Dragon's Rage, the spell, and the Dragon's Rage skill is whenever you challenge them. An ally, as you can read here, an ally kicks an enemy into the enemy nexus, striking both of the enemy nexus and the enemy unit. So it's basically whatever your attack is, which, as we'll be using Lee Sin, it'll be 4 attack. So you'll deal 4 damage to the enemy nexus and 4 damage to the enemy unit. If the enemy unit survives, you recall it. So no matter what happens, your opponent's unit is being dealt with in some capacity. They either have to resummon it or they just straight up die. And this is really important because if you're familiar with Overwhelm, well, you can still hit the enemy nexus if your blocker leaves the board. So we are going to take advantage of that and combine Lee Sin with Overwhelm, so that not only will he strike the enemy nexus, he will, with his Dragon's Rage, he will strike the enemy nexus in combat. So that is a really powerful way to finish your opponent. If we give Lee Sin Overwhelm, normally that means Might or Kato. As you can see, we have Kato the Arm and Might, both of which give 3 attack points and Overwhelm, and that will put Lee Sin at 7. So 7 attack gets hit to the nexus due to Dragon's Rage, and then since your opponent's unit is going to be getting recalled, even if they have like a Nautilus on the field, it's just going to get recalled back to the hand and immediately allow Lee Sin to strike the nexus in combat, essentially giving him a big 14 damage swing for, that's huge. It's a lot of damage. So a huge 14 damage swing. And it is going to be our main finisher. We're going to basically have this deck built around the idea of whittling our opponent down to the 14 HP mark so that we can finish them off with a big kick from Lee Sin. So the rest of the deck, we are playing some early game pressure here. We have Claws of the Dragon, Eyes of the Dragon. Really solid synergy combo here if we're playing spells, which we are. We have Draven's Biggest Fan, so that we can draw into Draven. Playing around Draven for this deck is a big, important aspect of its skill. And one of the things that I had to learn as I was progressing into more tougher opponents throughout my climb with this deck, I really had to recognize how important Draven is to the overall success of this type of deck. Draven is a powerful card, and playing around him effectively is going to net you a lot more wins than if you just focus on Lee Sin. And so we do have this early game kind of composed of various tools that we can use to keep Draven alive, and also use empower Draven to make our opponent, to kind of just beat down our opponent. Key Guardian, Retreat, and all of these other tools, a lot of spells so that we can take advantage of Lee Sin. We need those spells so that he can level up. We do have 3 copies of Retreat, which is nice to help protect our units and get more value out of them. Essentially, you can do something like Retreat the Shadow Assassin and then summon it for free using the return. But these also count as 2 spells to level up Lee Sin, so that's also a nice added advantage. And then we have 1 copy of Sonic Wave. This is a personal inclusion into the deck. I replaced it with a 3rd Deep Meditation, as Deep Meditation did get nerfed. So because of that, I decided to drop Deep Meditation to 2 and add a copy of Sonic Wave. This is just a personal card that I included. Mogwai is the inspiration for the deck. I watched one of his videos and I really enjoyed the idea of this type of deck, so I decided to kind of take a little bit of inspiration from it, and I did mess with a little bit, but it was, you know, pretty minor stuff. Mogwai is just really good at deck building, so whenever he produces a list that I like, I often don't find the need to change it in any way. But this one did have a minor change of including the Sonic Wave. This is, like I said, this is a personal card. I think it's really underrated. Giving a unit challenger can go quite a long way, especially since we can also buff that unit by 2. I found this... I do find this card to be pretty useful in some situations, but I can see why it's not, you know, a super good card, and why I would only want to keep it as a one of, because it doesn't really give you any kind of tempo advantage. It just gives you the ability to whittle down your opponent's board. Though of course we have Might, pretty much the main concept of the deck. Shadow Assassin, Concussive Palm. This is a pretty versatile spell. I really like this card. You can use it to protect yourself if your opponent is rushing you down. And you can also use it aggressively to get rid of a blocker if you have an Overwhelm unit on the board. The way Overwhelm works is if your opponent loses their blocker, you still get to swing in. Normally, if your opponent loses the blocker, it kind of like fizzes out the attack and you won't hit the Nexus at all. But with Overwhelm, you get to burst on through and still deal some damage. And then we have Deny, Will of Ionia, pretty standard, you know, Ionia cards. If you're playing a spell Ionia deck, you pretty much always include those. And then Kato the Arm and Lee Sin. So that's pretty much the deck. It is really, really fun. I highly... Watching the Lee Sin animation just obliterate your opponent as he kicks them apart is very satisfying. A very fun, just kind of finishing... it's kind of a combo deck, right? You're pretty much playing around this Lee Sin combo, and it's really, really satisfying to pull off. A lot of fun. I love the animation, like I said, and it just feels super awesome to bring forth the rage of the dragon and obliterate all who oppose Ionia. So, without further ado, that's going to be it for the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed these types of videos. It really helps out the channel quite a lot. YouTube enjoys it when you press its buttons, so go ahead and press that button. It's, you know, it's free and it's just right below, so it'd be a lot of help if you could do so. If you have any decks that you would like to see on the channel, let me know in the comments below. I'll see if no promises, but if it's something that seems interesting, I will attempt to build it or look, you know, and make a video for it. And of course, I'll hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon if you want to always be notified when my videos go live. And well, not always, but these games were streamed on Twitch. If you want to catch these types of games live, be sure to follow me on twitch.tv/rackandar. So, without further ado, I'm going to cut it off here instead of rambling. I've been trying my best to make these deck techs a lot shorter, so this is probably the shortest one that I've done. So, I'm not going to keep talking in order to make it longer. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Oh, hey, it stopped the curse. Alright, so we will play... So, Sejuani Vladimir. This is actually a really interesting deck. I'm gonna keep these two. That's not good.
In the War Mother's name.
Double Deny is not good here. Okay.
I can't wait.
Kind of figured. This is a very terrifying combo. Ooh, I'm glad we dropped that, or picked that up.
You'll live, probably.
Worthy of the Winter's Claw!
I actually think I want to go for this. This will basically turn his attack off, whereas summoning the spider, he won't really care about.
Delicious.
Okay. I guess he wants to enable... Oh. Didn't really take that into account. That's cool.
Look what you did.
Makes it not too bad. This deny, like the double deny here is just kind of bricking. We don't really have too many things we care to deny from against our opponent.
I like your style.
I like your face.
Alright. I might actually play this. This double deny just sucks. I'm hoping we get something that we can...
You must be Lord Vladimir.
And you must be supper.
We have to do it like this.
Skill and grace to tear your breath away. I love a taste of the action. You act, but do not see. Spring does not pity winter.
There we go. There we go. Whew. We managed to recover from our utterly atrocious hand. Though we still have a long ways to go. Alright. Yep, that's fair. Really not much we can do there. This deny again, just not really doing anything for us. Oh man. Let's see, 5 out of 7. I think we'll just do this.
Imagination is not experience,
and instinct is no
He's gonna play the Vlad now.
You must be Lord Vladimir.
And you must be supper.
We're gonna deny his skill. That's the goal here.
You own what you
Alright,
take.
that's very unfortunate. We could play Lee Sin here. I might play Lee Sin here. This will keep us very mana efficient. So we can play Lee Sin, and Lee Sin can block one of these. Yeah.
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
Is he gonna actually steal this thing? Okay. Ooh, that's a really smart challenge. Oh. I feel like I would do it this way. I mean, he really wants that thing to die, so...
You lack subtlety.
One
God.
suffers, another thrives.
So many transfusions, man. How do you get so lucky as to have all of them? He's had literally every transfusion imaginable.
Spring raindrops.
Oh, our hand was so awful. This deny sucks. We don't want any of our denies. Hello.
The dark beckons.
Okay. We're looking okay here.
Sure, waste my time.
Manners maketh, my boy.
A wise retreat. The dragon spirit awakens.
We unfortunately do not get to...
Few earn the right to call
Oh,
themselves
no.
Trifarian.
The Order rewards its faithful.
I'll see this through.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Our enemies would be foolish to underestimate you. Strike firm. Center your spirit.
Make him have to play Vladimir again. That way we can stun the Vladimir. Alright, so he did play 2 transfusions already. Oh yes, deep meditation, please. You're actually super necessary right now.
I'd never keep my guests waiting.
I will not hold back.
Okay.
Line up!
Line up. A lot of freaking things. See if he's actually going to go for the attack. It's actually a really
Ride onward.
big argument for him not to.
Their heartbeats. Conflict is all in the mind. I'll see this through.
We can actually... We can possibly win next turn.
What is gained?
We might be able to make it work. Okay, so... Might gives 3. So that would go 7, 14, 2. So we do have lethal right now. And we do have... I think we can win.
I will not hold back.
The dark beckons.
I'm gonna do this. And then I think we can just win. This region combination,
Nothing can stop
awesome.
me. My lands need me. I'll see this through. Prepare yourself.
And that should be it. The power of the dragon. Do not underestimate. Doesn't matter, friend. Still get recalled. I love this combo.
I thank you, dragon.
Such a satisfying combo to pull off. Whoa, champion list? No champions? Interesting. I'm actually gonna keep this hand. I like it. I assume he's gonna be playing elusives. This hand's probably not the greatest, actually. I should mulligan more for that early unit, the early drop. Dude, you there? Pass. No early Omen Hawk, which is nice. Sonic Wave is kind of nice. This will be really helpful because we're likely playing against elusives.
Hey,
Yep.
Krabby.
That's my resting face.
So having the ability to interact with them by giving something challenger is incredibly nice.
The order rewards its faithful.
Not too many people run this card either, so I like having it. There's a world.
I will play my part.
We just go in. I want this trade. This card ramps up super hard, so if he trades with my dinky little assassin, I'm completely comfortable with that. So,
There's always a way out.
alright. He's doing it. Okay, I think we're gonna do house spiders here and go super wide. Having two elusive blockers isn't terrible though.
The dark beckons.
Okay.
They'll never see us coming.
You cannot escape. It's too late for you.
Okay. As I expected. Now there's a world in which I think we do this.
Beauty charms while claws take hold.
Okay, we got Kato. I could Sonic Wave now and get 5 damage in. Kato? No, Kato the arm, dude. But I could also play my Shadow Assassin here.
The order rewards its faithful.
Ooh, nice. Kind of wish I had that earlier. It's going to be a critical card in surviving this matchup. Kind of odd that you're not playing Zed. What would you replace Zed with?
The dark beckons.
Imagination is not experience.
And instinct is no substitute for planning.
I'm gonna go and play. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Who gets tossed?
I think at least he's only at 2 out of 7, but that's cool. That you're only
Falls.
gonna say.
You cannot escape.
Keep running, Kane.
I think there's an argument to be made. We can give Kato the challenger. And then all of these are pretty bad trades for him with our Claws to the Drag. Do I really care about this? I mean, I'm kind of comfortable just passing here. See what he does.
Stay safe. I'll take it from here.
Alright, I like this. I like this a lot.
Punch it! Ha-ha!
Within my grasp.
I could give it to this to ensure this thing dies. That way he can't protect it with a +2 attack. So.
Clear your
Let your instincts speak.
Up top!
Alright, that makes sense. Okay. So we got 3 cards left in hand. We're gonna get a lifesteal. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm really glad we're gonna be able to get rid of that. I'm so glad we're just gonna get rid of that. He is playing Ionia, so I'm doing this now before he can deny it. Because if one of those two cards is denied, that's pretty much guaranteed loss. So.
Step lightly.
Oh. It's cool.
The advantage is mine.
Could really use Lee Sin right now. Could really use Lee Sin right now. I forgot I ran Draven. I really don't want Draven though. I want Lee Sin. But
Go time!
Grasping claws. The dragon remembers.
I give you muscles!
okay. So he's gonna have 8 health left. I'm gonna go for it. Ho ho. Force that out of him now. This is what? 5-7 damage?
A fallen petal.
I think we lose. He just develops a giant elusive target and we can't do anything about it. Kind of why I went for game there. Judging from his play, though, I don't think we...
The party has arrived.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's actually a really bad play, because Draven doesn't do anything for me here.
Silent as death.
Where's this? Come on, man. Alright, Karma Ezreal. This is going to be rough. Nice sucks. Draven's nice though. Well, the Vionia is probably alright too. Multiple Dravens is actually okay.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists. It is time.
Alright, our opponent's gonna have 5 mana. I could just...
It's Draven time.
We have multiple Dravens in our hand, so I think this is a safe. Hell, we can actually retreat him. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Because he's actually a 3 mana play.
Time for the main event. Let's boogie.
So we can actually just do that. Get in our 3 damage, get in our axe generation. Pretty good there. Deny Ezreal a target as well, which is nice. Ooh, I like that.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Yeah, good luck with that, kiddo.
Silent as death.
We got our own. Okay.
You suck.
Didn't really think about that one. I need the spell mana. We're gonna have 5 mana, so yeah, we need a spell mana.
It's Draven time.
Do it again. Let's do it again. I could play the Eye of the Dragon. Because these guys aren't going to get their thing. I might do that.
We each hold a world within.
Night falls.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Nice, we got to deny.
Fight with my
Oh
spirit,
boy.
not my fists.
We can play Draven with deny protection.
I have the best job.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Watch and learn.
Clear your head. Let your instincts speak.
Now we're cooking.
Ooh, deep meditation. I hope he doesn't get or draw to get excited. Rummage. He can't.
Clear your
Please no
head.
get excited.
Let your instincts speak.
And I believe he does pass priority because he used a bunch of stuff. And he did choose to block. You got to get excited.
Draven out.
The party has arrived.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Grasping claws.
He gets to go up to 10. That's kind of okay.
Fallen petal.
Who gets tossed?
Ooh, he dropped the karma.
Clear your
Oh.
heart. Let your instincts speak.
I could have played Draven here for another axe. It's honestly probably what I should have done. We just gotta hope he didn't draw a Will of Ionia.
Force is meaningless without skill.
And savagery without grace.
Punch it! Ha-ha!
They cannot hide.
The dragon remembers.
Yeah, I'm out of play.
Oh, do at least
Strike
first.
firm. Go time!
I will play my part.
I will not hold back. Prepare yourself. Up top!
All right, the Lee Sin, let's go.
You act, but do not see.
Oh, that's it. GG. The dragon spirit kicks you apart. Dragon rage.
I thank you, dragon.
All right. Sejuani Swain. I think we keep all these cards. This is a starting hand. This is a starting hand. We got retreat for a little protection.
It's Draven time.
I think we open attack here.
This is awesome.
I'll try anyone.
Yup.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Good open attack.
Delicious.
I mean, the only way he can deal with this right now is if he uses the card that...
Fire knows it so.
Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. That's a lot of damage. Might.
God axes need victims.
Generate ourselves some axes here. Do need some cards, some units. I'd love to see Lee Sin. Ooh, that sucks. You got that off. That sucks. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ooh, Swain's already leveled up. That's not good.
Smell that, Varg?
Oh man. Getting clobbered.
It is me!
Ouch. And we can't even use retreat to like fake block these because they have overwhelm, so that's really unfortunate.
Your lesson begins.
I don't necessarily want to trade Kato yet. This is very risky, like very, very, very risky, but most of our hand are spells. I wonder if he has transfusion right now. He does.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists. What is gained when we return malevolence?
Okay.
Punch it! Ha-ha!
Let's do this.
We have axes, we have spooters. Can we make this work? I don't think we can develop, because he's just gonna play Sejuani or something crazy and then we lose. So I think we have to go...
What are you waiting for?
I think like this. Yeah.
Up top!
Rip their flesh!
Let's see what you can do.
Oh, let's go. Woo! Let's go.
Damn, I'm good.
Oh, let's go, Draven. Let's go. Vi Fiora. Thankfully, we're playing Ionia, so whatever that spell that makes them unkillable is not as big of a threat for us. Do da do da 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 dee doo dee da 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 dee da do da da.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Alright. I wonder if they still do standalone.
Demacia!
Oh. We don't like that. Yo, Draven's biggest fan.
Smell that? A fight's a cooking!
Bites a cooking.
Time for the main event!
Batter him! Can't fight on an empty stomach!
Yeah, okay.
Not being able to play return does kind of suck, but It is what it is.
Hey, kiddo. Dig your get up.
Slow down, will you?
Let's.
Hey, the nerf, let's go. Generate me some axes so I can play some stuff. And play the house spider.
Here we go.
Here we go. I actually think playing into...
I'm doing this my way.
Oh my god. Oh no. That's not good.
Justice firsthand! Eat this!
Feel the sizzle! Head to the face!
Trouble coming at ya!
No one goes hungry!
Got a rock with your name on it.
Oh boy. Vi is kind of a problem. We do have some axes here to help generate Lee Sin,
Raven out.
but this is gonna be a tough one.
The dark beckons.
Okay, Draven's biggest fan. Key Guardian.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Flavor and spice!
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Yeah, we're basically stalling so that next turn we can drop Lee Sin and hopefully just finish him off. I don't think we can... I mean, we could try to get Draven again, but I don't think that's worth it. We just gotta go for the Lee Sin here. That kind of sucks. That's 2 single combats down. So... Now I think I will play the biggest fan now. Ooh, I like that.
They cannot hide.
And this guarantees us 14. So with might, that's exactly lethal. Do I want to play the biggest fan and put Draven out? Yeah.
It's Raven time.
Let's do it.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Alright, so ideally we don't do anything here. And we just play our Lee Sin. There's no way you don't like play Vi in this situation. And even if he does, we can play Lee Sin and cast Might. But we do need 3 more spells. So I think we have to develop Lee Sin next turn. We need 3 more spells. Okay. Really? That's all?
Honor guide me.
I was gonna say.
Ow!
I have the best job.
Alright. We should be able to
Force is meaningless
play Lee Sin
without
here.
skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
And we have the initial barrier, so he can't just straight up single combat. Detain is definitely something I should have considered. But I don't think we could play around it. He definitely, and he doesn't have it, it seems, so.
Time for the moneymakers. Conflict is all in the mind. I'll see this through.
We gotta go for it. I don't think we can afford to not just end the game here. If he has the response, then so be it.
Clear your head. Let your instincts speak.
We could have probably used Draven as well, but like I said, if the game doesn't end here, we probably won't finish it off. But there we go.
Get back here!
Cool, that's such a satisfying combo to pull up, man. Just dragon kick him straight into the Nexus. Draven, you didn't do anything. You got carried. You got carried. What are you talking about?